parade. It's time to palpitate. We're here in downtown San Rafael on 4th Street bringing you May Madness, the 12th annual Classic Car Parade. Along with Mark Dragonetti and Dan Dibley, I'm Curtis Kim. Mark, we've got cars coming in here that go back, what, 2 or 3 decades?
Absolutely. They're 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. There'll be resto rods, restored cars, custom cars of all kinds.
Should be a great parade.
Yes, it will.
Ed, you're going to have the best seat in the house, Dan. You're going to be street side talking to some of the drivers and some of the people who have been riding along. Should be a lot of fun.
Absolutely, Curtis. And what a beautiful day to be out here. And what a great way to kick off summertime. It's a gorgeous day. And I'm going to be looking for the convertibles myself on such a hot day, Curtis.
You got it. Well, solid 10. Enough said. It's time to get it on. The 12th annual Classic Car Parade from downtown San Rafael.
Summer's coming, and once again, Youth in Arts brings the Italian Street Painting Festival to San Rafael. This spectacular weekend-long event of art, music, and cuisine has something for everybody. So come for the food, come for the music, and watch in wonder as street painters of all ages transform the asphalt of 5th and A streets into their own unique visions. See you June 12th and 13th. Mille grazie.
And leading off the parade are some cars that go back to the days when Mary Sees was actually trying to make her candy well known. This first one is a 1930 Ford Roadster, and sitting in the back seat, one of those youngsters is Dominic Borrelli, and he is the son of one of those who started the May Madness, back 12 years ago. He's the son of Greg Borrelli. Greg Borrelli wanted to honor the old cruise nights, and historically it's taken place on the main drag here on 4th Street. So he began it back in 1987. There you go, Mark. 1929 Ford, a sedan delivery truck.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. Beautiful restoration on that.
Yeah. Sees Candy actually parades those cars around to various locations and puts them on. Coming up now, looks like the mayor of San Rafael. This is Al Borrelli, his wife Pat. They're in a 55 old Starfire, 1955.
And city manager Rod Gould. Great to have you, parade.
All right, followed closely behind it, looks like a 67 Chevy Impala. Wow. And that is carrying the family of city manager Rod Gould of San Rafael. They're having fun. Hey, this one looks familiar to you, doesn't it, Mark?
This one looks real nice. This is a Corvette. Was that 53 there?
Yeah. And it's being manned by city council person Barbara Heller. Mustang, hey, 66 Mustang. He's carrying the city council member Paul Cohen and his family. Looks like
Here comes, what's that, a 63 Ford there?
Sure does, convertible. Here's a Buick Skylark convertible. This is owned by Vicky Furtag. And now, look at that, a Roadster coming down. Don Pozo's got a 1933 Ford Coupe. Ooh.
Yep. Hi boy, it's got the small block Chevy in it. It's looking real good.
Coming up here, looks like a 1926. Wow, 1926. It's a touring Ford, been driven by Joe Davis.
This is his maiden voyage with this car. This car just came out a couple of weeks ago.
64 Vet. Hey, man.
Beautiful.
Followed by another Vet.
59. Beautifully restored. This is a stock one.
Yeah, 2-seaters, of course, as the Vets were.
58 Chevy.
Here's a 58 Chevy, and I actually remember some of these, Mark, if you can believe it or not.
Yeah, that's a nice one there.
Yeah. This is a 68 GTO, and I'm going to have to guess that some of these are new paint jobs on some of these cars.
Yeah.
They look that good from 68, hey.
That's right. They've been restored. There's a lot of money in these cars.
They have not done too bad. This is a 1956 F100 pickup being driven by Gary Kahn.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a burnt orange color, huh?
This is a 1956. Give a hand.
1956 F100 Ford pickup. That's what I said.
Right here on the slot here. 1970. This is more of the hot engine. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 1970. 19
Remember when they used to paint those stripes down the front there, Mark, like that?
Yeah, that was that happened back in those days. They did it on everything. Cobras, sports cars that first started on, and
Air scoop on the front.
big block Ford motor in that.
Yeah, oh, that one zooming right by before we can get a look at it was a 1923 Ford. You're right. Model T Roadster. Corvette. Rear engine.
Corvair, air cooled.
Corvair. Remember the fan belts on that went up and down and back and around?
Like spaghetti.
Shooting real fast is a 68 Camaro convertible. Corey Stroberg.
So we got a Firebird, huh?
Yeah. Whoa, hey. Faster than we can get a look at that one.
455 GTO.
That Firebird was driven by Ron Van Berkskerk.
These are kind of a rarity. These are the ones they call the Judge. That's a special edition GTO there.
Driven by David Dempsey. Mustang, 66.
It's got some of the GT package on it.
Whoa,
Look at
what
this,
in the world is this? This looks like a 1951 Merc Montclair.
Very radical custom, this car.
Yeah. Check out the color.
Yeah, the roof's been chopped, it's been shaved. I mean,
First time he has been in the parade, and it looks like, I don't know, did he drive it down from Alaska, according to the license plates?
1966 Chevelle, very fast.
Here's a 1966 Chevelle. Convertible. Not too bad.
true muscle car, this car here. Probably has a 396 in it, big block.
Yeah, super sport.
Yep, sounds like a big block.
23 Ford T-Bucket Street Rod.
1937.
Beautiful
Yay.
white paint job, red flames, small block Chevy.
Yeah. Whoa. That one
37 Ford flatback.
You got it.
Beautifully
Two-door.
painted.
Another Corvette.
Nice Stingray.
Yeah.
Boy, they're going to have us talking up here, huh?
They're going flying by faster than we could actually
So,
get
I
them
believe
out.
that's a 38 Ford right there, four-door sedan.
There's the old Fairlane. Look at the upholstery in the back of that one.
Yeah, 57, kind of got the animal look there, huh?
Fairlane 500. Convertible coming up here. Mustang.
64 and a half Mustang convertible.
Gosh. Yeah. It's a, did he say that it was a 64?
64 and a half, yeah, it's the first year they came
Where'd
out.
they get the half? I mean, halfway through the year they put a new model out?
Yeah, they didn't actually start production until halfway through the year. This is like a little 70 Chevrolet pickup here.
Yeah.
Nice, clean little truck.
You bet. Get back to some of the cars that I used to grow up with. There's an Oldsmobile. Look at the mag wheels on that. Dice hanging off the rear view mirror. Now this is neat. This is, look at the wheels
It's a
on this one.
55 or 56 Chevrolet half-ton pickup with the big back window was quite the item to have. It's a custom cab. And
White
it's
wall
been-
tires.
It's been beautifully restored.
Now this is a, these Mustangs were popular then and popular now, Mark.
Yeah, I don't think they're ever going to go away.
Look at the guy, look at his face paint he's wearing, matches the Dalmatian dog in his back seat. Oh boy.
Character.
That was Dave Kinski, by the way. In his
And a big
Mustang.
block Corvette just went by. We went by a little fast for us, huh?
Chevy Super Sport,
Yep. Another big block
1971.
car.
GMC pickup, step side 100. I'm Walter.
This is a step-side pickup.
It's a GMC. It's back in the vintage. It's a 57, I believe. It has the bumps on the hood. That's
Yeah.
kind of the way I can tell, anyhow, but that's a pretty one.
Gunmetal gray. Look at the beautiful powder blue Corvette.
61.
Right.
61,
Are
yeah.
we doing Route 66 here? Remember that old television series?
Pretty much.
Whoa. Looks like a
40
1940. Yep. Beautifully restored. Another Corvette.
Another 61, yeah. That's a pretty one.
Beauty. Now we're back to the Ford Mustangs again. That series, when they first came out in the early 60s, this is 1965 here. I remember some of my classmates going out and buying them off the parking lot of the car lot, and I'm saying, my gosh.
There you go.
1960 Continental.
Something that you'd see a president in.
Chevy.
62 Impala, 327.
Whoa, he's going to give us a little run for the money on that General Motors product.
Sounds like it goes.
Then the Chevrolet behind him.
Chevelle.
This is a Chevelle.
Yeah,
Beautiful
Chevelle
blue.
Malibu.
Oh, that's a Malibu.
Chevy two-door sedan.
Here's a Chevy. Here's a little older one.
Eddie Taker.
Just a bit, huh? Look at the vents on the sides of the
My
motor hood
guess is
there.
it's a 33, 32, 33.
Boy, these cars are classic. Silver 63, Buick Riviera, black interior, stepping out. Another Corvette, back to Route 66 again. That's a 1959 Vette.
Yeah. There's Wally and Jackie. They're San Rafael people. They're in their R Rose. Beautiful 55 Bel Air
55.
hardtop.
Nice. Another classic car.
Yeah, it's an Oldsmobile. I get kind of confused on these. I think that's about a 55. I don't know.
I've got a 56 old Starfire here.
That's close.
With
I
the
think
old
that's what that
California
is.
license plate. And I remember when they were yellow with black letters on them.
Yellow, then black, then yellow.
There's another Chevy coming up. About a 56?
Yeah, it's a 56. That's a Bel Air hardtop.
Yeah.
Original colors. It's got the turquoise and the ivory two-tone. Very nice centerline wheels.
Looks like we got a 69 Chevy coming up here. Oh, gonna give us a little run.
69 Chevy Chevelle. Totally awesome.
All right, another Corvette.
Chevy Corvette.
57, I believe, isn't it?
Wow.
GMC 100.
57, you're right.
57,
Corvette. Pickup truck. You'll see a lot of these.
I like these trucks. These are
The
beautiful.
56 GMC. Got the leather cover on the back. Beautiful looking automobile. Looks like we got 3 pickups in a row. The second one is also Chevy.
That's about a 71, isn't it? 70, 71?
Looks like a 69, it says.
69, close enough.
Chevy 350. Now this is a 1950, I'm going to guess. Chevy. My father used to have one of those.
That's looks like the original commercial red that they used to paint them too. Long bed, nice truck. Little El Camino.
Yep, 72. Looks like another, is this another Camino behind it?
Yeah. Yeah, they look like twins. This is a stocker version. This is 71.
You're watching the Classic Car Parade come down 4th Street in San Rafael as May Madness gets underway. Along with Mark Dragonetti, it's Curtis Kim. We're up topside here bringing you all the, well, the commentary. As we can see them, they're shooting by us. We do have Dan Dibley down on the street if he gets a chance. Another Mustang going by.
68 Fastback GT. That's a nice car. Here you go, Curtis. Hudson.
Hudson.
Yep.
I thought they were a couple of comedy team brothers. That's a 1951 Hudson Hornet.
Yes. And it's
Driven by Alan Pally.
It's been beautifully restored. Very nice car.
Now there's a car for you. Run into that one.
They almost look like
Wouldn't
they
even
could
dent it.
fly.
Now what in the world? This looks like something from overseas, huh?
I believe it's a Jaguar of some sort. Maybe it's a replica Jaguar. It's got a 289 Ford motor in it.
Another Pontiac Firebird going by. Beautifully restored, nice color. Now what in the world is sitting off the window of this particular car coming up here? I have no idea what, is that an air conditioning
yeah,
unit?
that is an old swamp cooler. They used those in the old days. They put water in those and let the air blow through, and that was air conditioning back then.
46 Packard, I guess they needed it back then. Roadster going by here, 1931 Ford.
Oh, somebody's in the trunk trying to get out, it looks like.
Oh boy, 67 Cadillac just went by. And we're going to be taking a look at another Cadillac coming up here.
This looks like a 59, I believe, huh?
And they actually in the 59s made ambulances. The same year with that same back style. I remember that.
That's the year of the big fins.
Mustang again, a GT 350. Chevy coming up here.
There's a nice car.
good.
1966.
That's a nice straight one.
Pontiac Le Mans.
The old Pontiac with the fur seat cover.
1949.
66 Le Mans.
Pickup going by. I don't know if that's the original color on that one or not. It's a 49 Chevy pickup, 5-window deluxe. Panel truck going by. 1950 Chevy.
68 net.
All right, Corvette. I think Dan Dibley is down street side on 4th Street. Dan, what you got for us?
65 Ford Mustang.
Hey, Dan Dibley.
Nice Corvette 68. How long you had this, sir?
25 years.
This is a beauty. And are these your kids with you?
Yeah, 2 of my daughters and one of their best friends.
And now, how long until they get to drive this baby?
And 25 more years.
Lots of luck, ladies. Back up to you guys.
All right, Dan, thanks a lot. There's a 65 Ford following close behind the convertible. The Mustangs.
At the Boss 302. That's the way they looked. It looks good.
Back to General Motors. This is a Chevrolet product coming up here.
A couple of El Caminos.
Yeah. Yeah, check out the striping on the hoods if you can. There you go. Those were like they actually either, if they repainted them, they kind of used the same paint scheme back in those days. Oh my gosh, what's coming up here? There was another
No, it's a Chrysler airport shuttle or whatnot, huh?
low mileage. It's a 61. I take that back. It's a 55 Chrysler 8-door limo.
Beautiful job on that one.
You bet. Complete with flag.
What exactly is this mobile? What would you call
Dan
it?
Dibley.
The E-Clampus Vitus, 6 of us got together and decided to buy a regular commute car that's good on mileage.
And this is a low mileage E-Clampus Vitus. It sounds like a disease. Other than just driving it real slow and packing it full of people, huh?
That is truly an amazing.
How about we get some noise from you folks back here? This is a party mobile, you guys. Back to you, Curtis.
All right, Dan, thanks a lot. Hey, man, having a lot of fun. Followed up by a 56 Olds.
And a beautiful little red Corvair convertible.
What's that Kiev? I don't quite understand the sign she's holding up. It's probably our Russian contingent driving all the way in from Moscow today. Camaro. All right.
We've got a 69 Cadillac convertible here.
Coming up. There's
Go out and enjoy the open air.
yeah. Now that's a Barracuda. That's got to go back to the mid-60s. And in fact, 65 Barracuda. We got a Roadster here.
Yeah, this is a 20s Roadster on 1929.
Wow, that's
Got
a beautiful car.
Carbureted and blown motor in it, small block Chevy. Looks like it could have spinning tires at any moment.
Here we go, the pink, pink Chevelle.
I'm not old enough
Here's
to be
Dan
the original
Dibley.
owner.
How long have you had this beauty?
1 week.
Really? Maybe I can get a ride later, huh?
Okay.
All right, Dan. There goes the Chevelle. I don't know if I'd paint. That's like more like a fingernail polish color myself. Oh, we're having fun. Roadrunner, 383 engine in that. Got up here.
Nice 66 Buick Riviera.
All white.
Here's a fun car, huh? 36 Ford.
With the rumble seat in the back.
Yeah. 56 Chevy.
56 Chevy here. Looks like Dan Dibley's down
Oh,
street
yeah.
side again.
About 6 years.
How you guys liking the rumble seat back here?
It's really
You
fun.
guys had the best view in the house, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Dan, if you're just tuning in, you're watching the Classic Car Parade, the 1999 version on 4th Street in San Rafael. It's part of the May Madness celebration. It goes on every year. Upwards of 20,000 people turn out just to get a look at some of these classics, and they go back several decades. Along with Mark Dragonetti and Dan Dibley, I'm Curtis Kibb.
40 years later.
All right. What do we got here, Mark? This one with the dice hanging off the window?
I believe that's a 56 Ford Victoria hardtop. And he's
Check out the white wall tires on that.
He's got it kind of dressed up the 50s style, you know, with the wide white walls and the baby moons and the chrome wheels. The leather jackets and the dice kind of explains the era.
Hey.
Road Kings Car Club, huh?
You bet. Coming up here is another classic here.
Yeah, this Mercury chopped radical custom car.
Yeah, 1950 Merc. Beautifully done. Got some flames coming out the front of the hood on that one. It's a nice car. Powder blue. You like it? Convertible.
It's a 40 Mercury, I believe.
You're enjoying their time here? You're absolutely right. 40 Merc.
Got a 55 Ford F100. These are very popular with the hot rodders.
Dan Dibley.
This is a real beauty. How do you like this thing?
Fine. How long have I had it?
5 years.
5, 10 years.
Long time.
Long time.
Puppy, are you enjoying the seat up front?
Her name is Emma.
Emma! Emma's a real beauty, huh?
Yeah.
Well, enjoy the parade.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
Have a nice time. Back to you, Curtis.
All right, Dan, thanks a lot.
1938 Chevrolet.
The hot rod truck here.
Yeah. Very neat looking.
So what, about a 64, I think,
61. That's a red 61 Chevy pickup driven by Buddy Schutel.
Here's a nice one, 38 Chevy Coupe. It's got a beautiful color on it, huh?
Purple. I was going to say the Phantom was driving that car.
Here's a nice classic. It's Cadillac coming up, this convertible.
Yeah. Nicely restored. It looks like the original color, I would think. 'Cause I remember some of those Cadillacs looking like that.
I hate to say it, but I do too.
Here's a 62 Corvette coming up here. See the USA in your Chevrolet.
I think Curtis' 62 is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
And that's the right color right there. Bright red, black interior.
No, you're not seeing double. In the background is the beginning of the parade coming back in the opposite direction. So we've actually got cars going in both directions right now. Hey. Looks like we got another 60, a Chevy.
Here comes a real popular.
This is the 57 Chevy. I don't know how it ever got to be such a classic. But when you think about the rock and roll days and growing up, that car is one of the ones that really comes to mind.
It is the most popular with everybody these days, the 57 Chevy.
Look at this with the open top. It's a 51 Mercedes.
Beautiful. Beautiful car.
Yeah. Little sun, a little fun.
Little Nova, Chevy Novas, remember them? It took them a while before they put a V8 in them. Boy, did they fly when they did that.
Now here's a Cadillac convertible with the license plate for fun 68. And I bet you they had a lot of fun back then too.
That's probably 68 gallons in that tank, huh?
Now here comes my car.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
It's a Metropolitan.
Look at the tire on the back though, your classic. You know, you can't get away from that kind of styling, you know. Another Chevy Nova coming.
1954.
That's the first tanning machine, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. She's got one. Another car we don't see a lot of.
Yeah, isn't that a Kaiser? Didn't Kaiser make that? It's a Darren, isn't it?
It's a 54 Kaiser Darren, you're right.
Yeah,
Look at the doors.
slide on that car. They're sliding doors.
Yeah, they don't open out, they slide forwards and backwards.
They slide into the front fenders.
Yeah.
And another 442.
442 Olds trailing behind, having fun.
You eventually like. These people just love hearing your applause.
Another 442 coming. Nice little convertible they got going there. The 1968 68 442.
Camaro. Give it a hand. Beautiful.
Oh, that's a nice car. It's got the late model rims on that, the new Camaro rims on the older Camaro. It looks real good.
Beautiful red.
1969 Pontiac Firebird.
Firebird's your car. This is This is yours. It's a convertible, beautifully restored and nice interior.
It's a sweet car. How long?
And
There's a
Ridley.
beautiful pickup.
How fast can this thing go? 130? How fast are you gonna go right here? Can we get about 85 real quick? Come on, one time, 80 miles an hour. Enjoy, gentlemen. Thanks, fellas.
All right, Dad. Thanks a lot. Just dialing by, you're watching the Classic Car Parade. From May Madness, we're on 4th Street in downtown San Rafael. Over 150 classic cars parading by. Here's an old black and white Chevy, 1951. Nicely restored. This is the 12th annual Classic Car Parade.
You don't see a lot of these, Curtis. A lot of Chevelles and whatnot, but the Buicks, they're starting to get popular now.
Yeah.
People are starting to dig back and bring them all out, you know?
Yeah.
Look at this, 1948 Mercury.
Here you go.
Wow. Is this the Woody they always sing about in the Beach Boys songs?
Absolutely.
It took a little work to keep that wood paneling up, didn't it?
48, I'm
48. Now here's a 58 Olds. Looks like a bumblebee with the black over yellow. Hey, you're looking at a there's the Oldsmobile there. Black over yellow. Another Rally Sport going by. Oh, this is a beautiful truck. Look at the restoration they did on that. Now that car, I'm going to guess, didn't come all fire engine red like that. They did a little work on it.
Yeah, I believe that's a hot rod version of a work truck there. It's a panel truck.
They spent a lot of time restoring these cars, don't they?
That one there, I know, has been massaged quite a long time. Yeah, it's very straight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I don't know how many doors you'd want to put in that, but
41 Ford convertible, also fire engine red with the old original license plate.
here comes a nice little car, little 57 T-Bird.
Yes. Remember the hardtop? Was this the hardtop version had the porthole in it?
Yes. Yeah, there was a removable top on that. Started, actually they all were removable, but the porthole started in 56.
Gotcha.
72 Chevy Monte.
Looks like a Chevrolet, looks like a 55 Chevy going by. 72 Chevy Bel Air, Chevy...
it's a Monte Carlo there,
Monte
Chris.
Carlo.
Yeah. Now here's a neat
top.
little truck.
Yeah.
Is that about a 29 Ford?
It's a 28 Ford pickup. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
That's pretty classic, all right.
I like these High Boys, 32 Ford High Boys.
High Boys. Now, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
High Boy just describes the way the car's been built. It's been customized as a High Boy. They remove all the fenders and yet they don't channel the body over the frame. We won't get into that.
Yeah. T-Bird hardtop. Going by.
Here comes a GMC.
I was going to say, this is what you need a ladder to get in. Hey.
Ford F100. And remote. 69 back.
1956 Ford F100 pickup there.
1957 Chevrolet.
Nice little 69 Vet Roadster, huh?
Yeah. Beautiful car. Another Vet.
Another
going by.
Corvette, yeah.
They seem to be very popular in these classic car parades.
1966 Mustang.
We go with another 66 Mustang.
Exactly.
This is a little coupe version. This
Got
one.
the vinyl top. That must have been about when they started making vinyl tops, huh? Back in the 60s.
What do we have here? 68 Stang. California Special.
We got a
Mustang
68
row here, huh?
Mustang here.
Yeah.
This is one of the California specials. He's restored that really nice.
1964 Ford Falcon Spring.
We go back to the Fords now.
Original owner. Yep. Wow. From high school. If the back
This is a
Little Falcon Sprint.
64. Yeah,
Here comes a wild 56 Chevy, a black lowered, the top's been chopped.
Yeah. Now, did the hood come that way with those ribbings in it, or did that?
No, they call those louvers, and that started a long time ago to ventilate the engine compartment.
Oh.
And it's very trendy with the hot rod. This car as well.
Also louvered hood. Buick convertible with the dice hanging off the rear view mirror.
That's a Chick-mobile by Rafael.
68 Camaro coming up here, convertible.
He loves it. Look at the plaque, all the years he's been in the parade. What street are you going to park on?
Actually, these cars are going on both directions, as you can see. And what's going to happen is the cars that have already passed in review are going to go down, turn around, and come back. So we're going to actually get a second look at them if that plan holds true. It's like an old Corvair.
65 Corvair.
Wow. Yeah.
That's a pretty car.
And did it have the rear engine as well? I think it did, huh? Yeah. Ford Mustang coming up again.
What did you say? What would you have in there?
If you're just dialing by, welcome to the Classic Car Parade on 4th Street in downtown San Rafael. The 1999 version, the 12th annual. May Madness getting underway as San Rafael rings in the summer. Dan Dibley.
Sir, what a beautiful Mustang.
Thank you.
How long you had this Mustang?
Dan needs a longer leash. Well, upwards of 20,000 people turn out to watch these old classic cars as part of May Madness, as we've been talking about. These cars turn around and go back. We can tell you that May Madness was kind of to celebrate and honor not only the beginning of the summer, but the old cruising that used to go on in downtown San Rafael. The first year May Madness began, they only had 75 cars. They've doubled that now. We're up to 150 cars in this year's 1999 version. It was started by Greg Borrelli, and he just wanted to kind of pay tribute and honor the old cruise nights that historically took place here on the main drag, or 4th Street in San Rafael, as depicted by American graffiti.
Yeah, Curtis, you know, 150 of these cars are
I think Dan Dibley's down there.
1962 Roadster,
It's going to
T-Bird.
be an absolute chick magnet for you.
Oh yeah, man. It
Sunny
tracks.
day like this, a guy handsome as you can't miss.
Thanks.
Enjoy yourself.
It's a regular babe magnet.
All right, Dan Dibley, street side. You were saying, Mark?
Well, what I was going to say is, you know, we have 150 cars in the parade, but on these side streets, there are cars that aren't in the parade that are being showed. There's probably 4 or 5 streets here that are just packed with these custom cars. So there's actually a lot more cars here than just the parade.
And actually, the event had been going on since early afternoon, and people have been strolling up and down the downtown streets of San Rafael, taking a look at some of the cars you've been talking about, Mark. And we're getting a look as the cars make their return run back down 4th Street.
Here comes that Hudson again. That is a pretty car.
Where do you get parts for some of these cars, Mark? Or do you have to make them up yourself, or can you still get parts for some of these
Thank
cars?
God for the internet, I'll tell you. These parts are coming from all over the United States on these cars.
Changed it around to the kind of a look that I wanted. Wider in the back end, disc brakes up front, roll leather dash. Make it.
Quite a unique car. I've got to say, it's one of the most special Jaguars I've ever seen.
Because it's a risk changing a lot, but Jaguar, the risk. But the
All right. Dan Dibley is down street side. This was our import, didn't it? We bring this one in from overseas.
Yeah, it has an English flair, doesn't it?
Oh, sure does. Yeah, that was a 1952 Jaguar XK120. 52 Jag.
Here comes our air-conditioned Packard.
We were talking about that a little earlier. You said that's a water-cooled
Yeah,
air
it's
conditioning
a
unit?
swamp cooler.
Swamp cooler.
Swamp cooler, yeah, it's air passing over water. Pulls inside the car.
Okay. Well, some of you may remember this, and some may not. They just have no idea. But this is actually where part of American Graffiti was actually filmed on 4th Street. And George Lucas used the backdrop, not only here in parts of San Rafael, but in parts of Petaluma and other parts of the North Bay to help make that film. Kind of a launching pad for such actors as Harrison Ford. Remember Richard Dreyfuss? Didn't do too bad for Ron Howard's career either. Cindy Williams, even Suzanne Summers. She drove the T-Bird around.
Got a little white Thunderbird, yeah.
Well, the cars are making their return trip down 4th Street now. So we're getting a second chance to look at them. There goes the Le Mans. Not only the cars, but the music. They've been playing songs from the 50s, 60s, kind of a whole theme they have going on here. And they do it up, as we mentioned, this is the 12th year.
There goes a beautiful Chevrolet pickup.
Got another...
Something about a green Chevrolet pickup.
This is the panel truck we were talking about. Look at the chrome sun visor above the windshield.
It's one of those hard to find parts.
Yeah. And again, we were talking, the striping you see on the hoods of these cars, very similar to when they were first painted and first issued, in this case, you know, back in the 60s. It's a vinyl top on this one. Hey, how about that?
Uh-oh, Chinese fire drill, here we go.
This was the limousine we were talking about. I think they're all lost myself. They're having fun. Trouble is, are they going to make it back in the car before it gets going again? Oh, God.
Little piece of carpet fell out there, all right. Wall-to-wall carpet and wall-to-wall people.
They're having fun.
We better clean that back window.
And again, we're looking at our overseas entry from Moscow. I'm going to have to guess that some of these American-made cars are really in demand overseas.
Absolutely.
I'm not quite sure. The tie-in here with Kiev. But then, who cares? As everybody's out here just having fun and enjoying the cars and the music and welcoming the summer. Cadillac.
All right.
All right. Convertible coming here. Wow. Kind of an unusual. Oh, there's that pink Chevy again.
Raise your hand if you're interested. You guys out of the parade.
So do you get a chance to work on all these cars a lot, Mark, or do you just kind of observe them from a distance?
No, actually, I'm very hands-on with the cars. I take and probably build from the ground up 2 to 3 complete cars every year. Of course, I touch them up and keep them shiny for these people as things happen to them. Things do happen if you're going to drive them, but...
And you were telling me you have a car, but it's not here today.
No, actually, I got a pickup truck that I've run around the show circuit for a couple, I don't know, maybe 7, 8 years, and I drive it frequent now, but tonight I like to keep it close by. I didn't see a place we could park it close by, so I decided to leave it at home.
Can you make money on the show circuit with these classic cars, or are they just for show?
It's just for show. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody get rich showing their car.
In fact, they probably got into debt trying to keep them up.
When you came by earlier, you were bald.
Look at this El Camino. This
Yeah.
59 El Camino, 4-wheel drive. Now that's different.
It'd take a little work to do that.
Yeah.
Be a little.
We have a pretty high tide around here sometimes.
I guess
that
so.
could come in a little handy.
It'd be kind of funny to see that on the South 40, but I guess it would work. The investment in these cars must be something, Mark. I mean, some of these are restored from scratch, it would look like, and you can get into a pretty good bank account here, or drain your bank account to get them done.
Yeah, it's amazing. Some of them people find in garages. They've been there for years and years, and they're not so bad. Some of them they find in creek beds, and
Wow.
they're rotted out, and you know they want them fixed. So some are a little more work than others, but the love of the car between the owner and it'll be there.
It's got to be one of the more unusual colors we've seen. It's burnt orange.
Yeah, that is an interesting
Metallic.
color.
Oh, no, it's not a metallic. Well, maybe it is.
It's got real pretty rims on that car.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see inside that, Bert, but it had matching upholstery in colors.
Yeah.
.40 Mercury you're looking at there. Well, I must
Couple
say,
of red trucks.
yeah, I must say Ford did pretty good in their contingent of Mustangs in tonight's parade. How many car clubs would you say there are, Mark, around that do these kinds of things where you can get together and sit around and not only restore the cars, but talk a little bit about them? And,
You know, Curtis, it's not only just car clubs, but just people in general just get together and go picnicking, rod runs. There's a lot of car clubs. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
But I found the most fun is these poker runs. And you go out to various places with a map, find your card, get your hand, and you go back and you play your hand out and see who wins. And it's just a cross-country tour that you take, and it's quite fun.
all right.
As a matter of fact, there's one coming up in Nevada on the 12th. They're having their nostalgia days. They have quite a poker run up there, all in the back country, and I'm looking forward to that one.
I know you've been involved in the Nevada Nostalgia Days Classic Car Parade. Is it similar to what we're seeing here, or are there different varieties of cars that you would see in that one?
Actually, you know, these are the Marin County people, and there's pretty much the same cars. There's other cars that come down from further up north, and so there'll be some different cars there. There'll also be a lot of the same cars there. The poker run, like I said, I think is the main attraction. They go all the way out to Marshall and out to Point Reyes and back, and it's quite a drive. Early in the morning, go out and get your cards. It's a lot of fun.
So it works is that there are various cards that are like hidden out there, and you go out or placed out there, and you have to find them.
You go out, you get a map telling you your checkpoints. You stop off and you pull a card usually. Sometimes it's done different. Different people do them different ways. Sometimes you fish out of a tub and find your card. It's always interesting to see what they got for you.
Well, this is the 1999 version of Baby Madness for San Rafael, the 12th annual Classic Car Parade. Along with Mark Dragonetti, it's Curtis Kim. We did have Dan Dibley street side for a while until his leash ran out. I think he strangled himself with some of his mic cords. I love this little metro here.
And the parade seems to get bigger as I get shorter. I'm sprinting. Get on there.
Hard to gauge the crowd size turning out for the 1999 version, but they've had upwards of 20,000 people, and hard to gauge because they're not only spaced along 4th Street in downtown San Rafael, but they're also up and down the side streets, where, as Mark mentioned, a lot of the cars are on display, and you can actually get up close and personal and take a really good look at not only some of the interior, but the engine compartments, and get a real feel for the amount of work that they put into them. A nice car coming up here. It's a 68 Olds 442 convertible.
Is that a 69 Firebird convertible there, huh?
Yeah.
Nice car. It's got the original rally wheels on it and everything. That's, I think that's even a stock interior in that. I like this one, the Cameo.
Yeah. Well, you get an
57.
idea of how the cars are stacking up and the crowds along the street there. Pickups, coupes, roadsters, limousines,
Pickup trucks.
we've had them all today. We've always had that kind of love affair with the automobile, you know. And it's interesting how it's tied in so distinctly with the development of our country when Henry Ford developed the assembly line, and we just always had that affinity to have not only cars but to drive them around and show them off when we get them too.
Yeah, what do they say? Hot dogs, apple pie, Chevrolet?
They've actually built some pretty good ad campaigns, you're right, around cars.
That's a beautiful car right there. This little black car in front. I guess it's not on the screen right now, but boy, that's a beauty.
One of the pickups we were talking about. Trying to see if that's the Dodge there.
Yeah, 71 Charger.
Yeah. Now that car, was that the car they used in the movie Bullet with Steve McQueen?
Actually, I think the one that they used in the movie was a little earlier than that one.
Earlier than that, but it
But
wasn't.
same idea.
Yeah, Dodge Chargers.
Here comes that Woody. What's that, 46 Mercury or 48? Huh, it was 48 Merc.
48 Merc Woody. Driven by Jeff Daly. Looks like his wife Cindy may be in the back seat somewhere. Hey, not only do you need car polish for that, you need wood refinisher, Murphy's oil to keep it looking good. Here's the panel truck we were talking about earlier, beautifully redone. Chrome wheels.
Yeah, that's a straight truck for a work truck, huh?
Yeah. Not only does it look good, but it's doing a double duty as a moving billboard. Nicely restored. So we got a 41 Ford convertible here. Big wide wall tires.
He chose to put the top up today, huh?
Yeah.
Must have
Being
forgot his
modest.
sunblock.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dick, this is the Chick's Magnet. Is that round of applause? He's so proud of it.
Thunderbird?
Girl all over it, he said. You bet, you bet.
Looks like he's got a little steam coming out the side of his car there.
That's a 55 Chevy Bel Air, huh? This is the way they used to build them when I was a kid. No
Yeah.
front bumper.
Looks like we got some sort of 28 Ford pickup coming here. It's a nice little thing with the roof. Is that a cloth roof? A little material or something?
Nice high boy, huh?
Yeah.
A little black car. We saw this earlier with the rumble seat.
Everybody seems to be having a good time today. Yeah, we've reached into the Corvette, Stingrays, that. Oh, looks like we have a casualty here. Could be.
Uh-oh.
Is that a Ford product?
And it's not that hot out.
What does Ford stand for? Fix on road daily?
Found on road dead, I think it is.
Oh,
Fix or repair daily.
yeah. For all you Ford, for all you Ford fanciers, we're sorry about that. We just had to get that dig in. Looks like we're nearing the end of the parade here, and it has absolutely been fantastic. A throwback in time.
This is a beautiful 56 Chevy.
Yeah, and again, we were talking about the louvers on the hood, the vents that came into kind of popularity back then. Now we've got a few more cars before we put a wrap on it. And as we mentioned, this began earlier in the day, around lunchtime, and it goes well into the evening. They've got a street dance that follows the classic car parade. So not only are they going to be driving, they're going to be dancing in the streets. Wow. A fantastic parade. Once again, we have to take our hats off to all the people who organized it. And again, it started out with 75 cars 12 years ago. They've doubled the number now, 150 entries. The Classic Car Parade, 4th Street, downtown San Rafael. For Dan Dibley and Mark Dragonetti, I'm Curtis Kim. We hope you had a great time. We hope you enjoyed it. It's the start of the summer. Get out and have a tremendous summer, everybody.
Well, thanks for having me, Curtis. It's been a great seat up here, great view. Maybe we can do it again sometime.
You bet. All right, Mark. And all right, everybody, have a good one. From Red 31, thanks for watching.